Welcome, Earthlings! From the minds of Dylan Oltoft and Rob McNair, we bring you Laughing on a Prayer!
Hello there everybody and welcome to your favourite podcast and the only reason you get up in the morning. First, let's introduce our amazing special guest,
Ciao a tutti voi fantastici gatti e catani.
Mario, flown in from Nintendo.
It's a me.
Resisto.
Resisto.
It is kind of weird, isn't it? Like how Mario is an Italian plumber but created by Japan. Like, you go to Japan, imagine a normal Italian person goes to Japan and everyone thinks they're a plumber, because that's the only profession Japanese people think Italians have.
Do you know what I can also think about? Is imagine if it was like reverse. I reckon that could be pretty offensive, but imagine like...
Japanese plumbers?
Yeah, if Italians invented a video game character that was like Japanese.
Like a samurai, but he's a baker.
Yeah.
An Italian plumber, and the Italians make a Japanese baker.
Yeah, exactly. Can you imagine him like slicing bread?
With a katana sword.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey!
Those things are fucking sharp as well. I reckon it'd be great.
Oh, not even a minute in and we're already racist. Hello everyone and welcome to Laughing on a Prayer. I am Dylan Oltoft and you are?
I am...
Job.
First name, Steve.
If only.
No, I'm joking.
I wish we had that kind of money behind this.
Yeah, no, sorry, that's not my name. My first name's Hand.
What's your last name?
Job.
For God's sake. Welcome back to Laughing on a Prayer. We had an amazing reaction from our last podcast, so we've come back fighting, and we've got a very particular theme for this one. Oh, what is that theme?
Well, it is going to be about some extraordinary people that don't actually exist. Namely, superheroes.
Oh, I thought we were going to do a religious episode. Yes, superheroes! Oh.
Well, I don't know. So, some people worship superheroes quite religiously, so, we can...
And if memory serves, there are a lot of confirmed religions in certain superheroes.
Yes.
Like, because of memories right off the bat, Wonder Woman, so that actually confirms the Greeks' gods in DC, doesn't it? Because Ares was the villain of Wonder Woman.
And why wouldn't you worship Gal Gadot?
Oh, from every angle, especially all those wonderful upskirt ones from Justice League.
I'd be devout.
Yes, we are having a lovely theme of superheroes. We are going to be going between DC and Marvel because we choose no favourites here. But we all know Judge Dredd is superior to everyone.
Absolutely.
No questions at all.
Although, tough call between Judge Dredd and The Incredibles.
I do like The Incredibles. The Incredibles are definitely fun.
I love The Incredibles.
I haven't seen the sequel though.
Oh, have you not? It's alright.
Yeah, it's all right.
I'll lend it to you. I got it on DVD.
I don't know if are they planning a third one?
I don't know.
Is Pixar allowed to be good at the moment?
Do you know, I didn't give enough credit. Incredibles 2 is very good. I've got it on DVD. I'll lend it to you.
Don't give Pixar too much credit. Remember, Cars.
But Monsters, Inc., man.
Yeah.
And Toy Story.
Okay, what? Toy Story 4, though.
I haven't seen Toy Story 4.
It's terrible. So, we are doing superheroes. Just a quick bit of fun. If you have a favourite superhero, post it down into comments and we'll see what happens with that. But, Rob, we're going to be starting our lovely podcast with questions, but...
Yeah, they're going to be superhero...
themed.
Yes. And this particular part of the podcast is called...
Takes up the most time.
Yeah, it's called Question League.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Better than my bullshit. Yes, Question League. Do you want to start?
Yes. I'll start.
Okay, get your lantern ring ready.
I will get my lantern ring ready, which actually brings me on the thing.
Ooh.
I should probably ask you a sub question first. But how much do you know about the lantern rings?
I know every single lantern ring core.
What's your what's the lantern? If you would give a control of a lantern ring, which one would it be?
Now that is interesting because my first aspect would be a black lantern ring, so I could be a beacon of death. Because as we know, the black lantern's core is death. But as a redhead, a pure-born ginger,
He was born this way, ladies and gentlemen.
Blue eyes and all, I'm 2% of the population. I think I would serve better in the Red Lantern Corps. Because I'm not going to do well in the blue because I have no hope in life. Now, if memory serves, the Orange Lanterns are... It's genuinely hard to remember. I think the Orange Lanterns are... One of them is really horny. One of them's about love. I think that's the Pink Lanterns. I can't remember the orange right now. The yellow, as we know, is fear, the Yellow Lantern Corps. The green is obviously willpower. Blue is hope. Black is death. White is life.
Green is Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, we don't talk about that film anymore. Deadpool's resurrected him. So I'm going to be a Red Lantern Corps member, and and as we know, red is rage, and they are fueled by the power of vengeance against all those who are ill committed against them. People's feels of vengeance powers them.
So you're Jigsaw.
But I like to think I will focus my powers. Because all the Red Lanterns, obviously, they force vengeance on murder and all that sort of thing. I will focus my Red Lantern ring on all those that do not say bless you when someone sneezes.
Okay, so you're going to use it inappropriately.
No, that is within the context of vengeance. If you do not say bless you when someone sneezes, I will rain fucking fire upon you.
There's a word for what you're describing. It's called a loophole. A word
It's
loophole
Ross.
is 2 words.
No,
Is
Rob.
that 2 words? Is loophole 2 words?
It's justice. I am you in justice. Achoo! No one says Gesundheit. I appear out of a red portal and just go, I'm a firing my laser.
Although to be fair, if someone sneezes in this day and age, then I don't like. You shouldn't go near them. To be fair, I think you should just run off.
No, that's it. I'll appear at anti-mask protest and just vaporize everyone. Welcome to the rice field, motherfucker. Da!
Nice. Okay. You heard it here first, folks.
Yep. So that's it. I am going to be the Red Lantern Corps. However,
Okay.
if memory serves, there is a detractor with the Red Lantern ring. If I take it off, I will die.
Well, don't take it off then.
Yeah, but you know how it is. You know, you're in the shower or something, and whatever actions you may be committing, it might slip off.
I assume it's waterproof, though.
I don't know how magic works. Magical universal
Maybe
rings.
you should go to Hogwarts. Fine.
Ooh. No, that's another question. What rings would you give to the Harry Potter cast? That's
None of them. They're all fucking idiots.
I don't know. I think
They've got wands. I'm not giving them the most. It's like, oh, I've got the Elder Wand. It's the most powerful wand ever. It's like, yeah, well, I've got this fucking ring. Like,
You know what's
you could
weird?
Kick the ass out of your wand.
I think Voldemort would do well with a Green Lantern ring. Who in the whole of Harry Potter has the strongest willpower than the guy that keeps coming back from the dead?
Well, he doesn't really come back from the dead. He sort of like has
He lived a whole
He has
year on the back of
lives.
a guy's head. That takes willpower.
Yeah.
Voldemort should get a Green Lantern ring and he'll be unstoppable.
I guess Lily Potter, but she is actually dead.
Oh,
Because the most powerful magic in the world is love, and that's why Harry got the scar on his head, but didn't actually die, and it rebounded, making him a Horcrux, and then Voldemort got.
does Harry Potter count as a superhero? Be
No.
fair, parents died, so there's his backstory. Honestly, Harry Potter could almost qualify to be a Disney character. Disney princess.
Yeah, exactly.
Harry
Parents-
Potter's a Disney princess, confirmed.
Yeah, parents are dead. His friends do most of the work. He's got
Gains powers, and he's pretty much like Rey from Star Wars. Harry Potter is a Mary Sue.
He is a Mary Sue.
In the-
That's a different story for a different time, though.
In the entire first film, he does not cast a single spell.
Does he not?
Nope. And making that glass disappear for the snake does not count.
No, it
The
doesn't.
Wingardium Leviosa in his class does not work. He does not
It's
cast a single spell. We can't quote that, will be sued. Right then, so that's my ring. Rob,
Okay.
you have just been accepted into the Justice League.
Biggest mistake of their lives.
Well, that's the thing. You are not one of the heroes. You are just working for the League. What department do you work in?
Wonder Woman's clothing department.
That's a very limited wardrobe, I imagine,
Yes,
given
it
she
is,
wears
but
4
it's
pieces
worth
of
it.
fabric.
No.
What do you do all day then? You're in Wonder Woman's wardrobe department.
I'm going to design tactical shit for all of them. So like Batman, like he's got all those gadgets. I design gadgets.
I think Alfred does that for Batman.
Yeah, but I'm gonna do it with him. I'm gonna.
Which Alfred? You got Jeremy Irons, or have you got the upcoming?
Michael Caine, mate.
Because but hang on a second, the upcoming one, Andy Serkis is going to be Alfred.
Oh come on! Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, you're making me choose between Andy Serkis and Michael Caine.
It's just like that night in the villa.
God damn it! Oh yeah, but I didn't have to choose. I took them both. So my thing is, Michael Caine is Harry Brown, and that is a sick film. Harry Brown, if you haven't seen it, it's Gran Torino, but it's actually got balls.
Yeah, but you haven't seen Jaws 4, have you? With Michael Caine.
I
told you, Mr. Wayne, you were only supposed to blow the Joker's doors off.
That's the gay porn parody.
Oh, for God's sake. The dark... Throw my batarang.
Oh my God. I think what I would design gadgets with Alfred with Bruce Wayne.
Oh, okay. So that's it. You're in Batman's tech department.
Yeah.
So you're basically like Lucius Fox's intern.
Yeah, but so here's the thing. Like, how like Batman sort of at the heart is kind of a bit of a pussy because he doesn't actually kill people. So I would actually
Punisher fan
so
over
basically like I would first of all. Yeah, no, that's what I do. I'd spray a big Punisher skull on his bat suit. And then, like, all his smoke bombs and shit, I'd fill that stuff with, like, ball bearings. So it's basically frag grenades.
I have a feeling that...
And then he's gonna throw about, everything's gonna explode, puffs the smoke, then the smoke clears, and everyone's just already fucking dead. And he's like...
Wait, wouldn't that be more...
Well, that was easy.
Wouldn't that be more a claymore than a frag grenade?
Yeah, it would basically be a claim. Oh, no, but they're like his bat bombs, the smoke bombs.
So basically, the Joker has infiltrated Wayne Tech and become Lucius Fox's intern to make Batman kill people.
Frank Castle. My boy Frankie and Beans has infiltrated.
Oh, let's
Wayne
not go
Tech.
into a Batman versus Frank Castle, because Batman wins. Because Deadshot is more deadly than Frank Castle.
Oh, damn, I just thought of another
Either
tangent.
Deadshot or Deathstroke.
I just thought of another tangent.
What's that?
Who would win in a fight between John Wick and Agent 47?
Oh, John fucking Wick. Agent 47 is actually an absolute wimp.
Rupert Friend.
I have played all of the games. I have watched 2 of the movies. I think there's only 2. And he's...
I don't know.
I'm sorry, but John Wick...
No, there's one with Rupert Friend and there's another one with another guy.
I would pin John Wick more against Frank Castle, because Agent 47 sucks colossal balls, to be honest. Well, he doesn't quite do that, but he definitely...
I didn't see it. Is that the director's cut?
Release the Snyder Cut.
In slow motion. No, what's that sound like? Slow motion. Anyway, ASMR, carry on.
Anyone listening to this with headphones, I apologise. All right.
I will stop, but I will not apologise.
Okay, so that's your department. You're going to infiltrate Bruce Wayne's tech department and make him kill people.
Well, I mean, I guess it'll only happen once.
Don't know how that benefits the League, but okay.
Well, because, dead bad guys. That's how it benefits the League. Can you imagine that? Like, he's, like, fighting the Joker, and it's like, oh, shit. Sorry, you just filled my fucking grappling hook with grape shot. Blew his fucking face in half.
Rob's in the fucking Injustice timeline.
The Injustice, yeah.
All right, then. So what's my next one?
Your next one is here.
All right. Hit me. Feel free to do some Marvel as well if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do some Marvel. This one, funnily enough, is Marvel related.
Ooh.
So, you have one superpower, or I guess in some cases ability,
okay,
from one of the Avengers. Which one is it going to be?
Okay, so let's say I've chosen Captain America. Does that mean my ability is just throwing a frisbee really well?
Well, you get his abilities.
What is Super Soldier Serum? I get all that as well.
Yeah.
I get to be America's ass. Because I won't lie, the benefits of that, because I would, if I had America's ass, I would instantly make an Instagram account and go to the gym and just take constant butt selfies.
Yeah, but I don't think you need to, though, go to the gym, right?
Well, he did exercise, didn't he? You saw him running and shit. Like, that's the point. Does Captain America need to work out? Or is he just always buff?
He does, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, so there you go. Just tons of butt selfies at the gym of Captain America, and I've got like...
And nothing else. It's just, you have 1,000 photos of your ass.
Could you imagine in the real world, because you just know, like, imagine a Captain America on OnlyFans.
I mean...
America's ass for $20 a month.
In light of recent events concerning the actor who played... Captain America. I don't think he needs to open an OnlyFans.
Yeah, true. He's given away the butcher's shop now, hasn't he? I don't know what he can tease with. Imagine Hulk's, swinging an elephant trunk on OnlyFans. $20 a month, and you can see a giant...
It's like, how could you not?
You know what's worrying? I've gone for 2 male options there before I've come to Black Widow or Gamora.
Yeah, Black Widow's superpower.
Yeah, that's why the Avengers keep her around. Skin-tight leather outfits to fight.
Oh no, what a shame.
Okay,
Also, Scarlett Johansson, just want to say, still love you.
So if I chose the Hulk's thing, does that mean I have control of it, or I just have the alter ego of the Hulk and I'd be Bruce Banner?
Well, here's the thing, is that, like, the Hulk's sort of story, isn't it, is that he can't control it, which makes it more interesting. But then they have that thing, it's like, oh, I'm always angry. It's like, I mean, you are always angry, obviously.
Then in Ragnarok, he'd been the Hulk for 3 years and didn't even know it and fucking...
Yeah, because he, like, blacks out, doesn't he?
Just going to divide the audience here. Fun fact, listeners, I did not like Ragnarok. Rob did like it.
As did, like...
everyone else in the world.
Everyone else.
Yes, I'm a miserable contrarian.
Yeah, he's one of those people.
I guess Iron Man, because then I'd be a super genius and I could just use that.
And you'd have the Iron Man suits as well.
Oh, but I'd have to be like, no, Pepper, please love me.
Fucking, you have to deal with whatever her fucking name is, Gwyneth Paltrow's fucking vagina-smelling candles and shit, like...
Fucking Tony Stark's, like, billing accounts, because she has an expenses account, these, like, vaginal steamings and all that sort of thing.
That is fucking gross.
Do you imagine that in the Avengers in Endgame, the suit that she was wearing and all that? That blue Iron Man suit was made for Gwyneth Paltrow, so it routinely every hour steamed her vagina. She was fighting Thanos.
Do you think that he built that in, though? It's like she wore the suit and then she'd, like, come out of it and Tony's just walking around at home. It's like, oh, what? It's like, oh, so how was the suit? Oh, God, what the fuck is that smell, man? Jesus.
Oh, yeah. I bet wearing those things for a while, a hot metal suit full of circuits that's running and all that, gets pretty hot after a while.
Yeah, it probably does, yeah.
I can't imagine how it would hydrate you, so...
Do you think, like, a little, like, straw comes out with, like, a water bottle, just sips on it?
Jarvis sends out a little tube. Here you are, Master Stark. Because he's filtered... Because imagine you need to go to the loo in the suit at the same time, so it has one of those purifiers that filtrates your piss into...
Oh, no, I just thought, like, a door would open in his crotch and when he's flying around, he just pisses out. It's like a jet stream.
Same as the back. He's just like a big metal flat that just opens and he just drops shit like a passing seagull.
Bombs away.
Oh, fuck's sake. Well, now we've ruined Iron Man.
No. Iron Man ruined Iron Man. He fucking killed himself.
I guess I'll be Thor, so I can just use lightning whenever I want.
And
like
a hammer.
My Wi-Fi's gone down. I'll just make lightning strike my aerial or something, and it's all good.
Yeah.
That's how science works.
Yeah.
It's not working. Lightning strike fixes everything.
Also, you can be fat and it doesn't change anything.
I argue, in terms of how the MCU has worked, how lightning does not cure every problem.
Yeah. No, I agree.
There's a problem. Thor's lightning. It's all fixed.
Force lightning. That's Palpatine's thing.
Oh, let's not get that in. Let's not mix in that fucking train wreck.
All right, your question.
Okay, this time we're going to the X-Men. Charles Xavier has turned up in your house. It's 2 a.m. and he's broken into your room.
To quote Ryan Reynolds, McAvoy or Stewart?
Stewart.
Stewart.
He's broken into your room. It's 2 a.m. You've woken up from your bed and there he is, just in his wheelchair, staring at you. Hello there, Rob. My name is Charles Xavier.
No, it's not. It's Avery fucking what's his name from American Dad.
It's been turned out he used Cerebro to watch you while in the shower, and at the time, you discovered your mutant abilities. What are those mutant abilities?
My mutant abilities?
Yes.
Oh, I can just choose, like, what?
Yep, as we know, mutant powers can be elemental, they can be physical. I mean, fucking Kitty Pryde sent Wolverine back through time. Do whatever you want.
Oh, pause time.
Okay, what are you going to use that for in the X-Men?
Well, for fighting, because, like, if you can pause time...
Is it going to be like the movie Click, where you can just stop things? You hit people like 100 times in the face on pause time, and then they feel it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be exactly like that.
So you're going to pause time, take off Magneto's helmet, it's like take off his cape, pretty much just make Magneto naked.
Yeah, I'm going to strip him naked and be like, Ian McKellen, damn, man. That is a nice fucking dick. I'm not even gay, but that is a nice fucking dick, I imagine.
Well, great. Ian McKellen's now stopped listening. Nice one. You've made him uncomfortable. I'm sorry,
no,
Ian.
No, or have I made him curious? The point is, I would pause time, beat up a load of fucking
You've
people.
used pause time before, I swear, in other podcasts. That is the everything-proof shield of fucking magical powers.
Okay. I'll pick something maybe better. I would do like. Okay, my superpower would be if I touch someone, then they just like
die.
Pour. Then they die.
Wait, fuck, that's Rogue, isn't it?
It reminds me of that, was it the Skittles advert about the guy that's like working at a desk?
Oh, he touched anything that turns into Skittles. That was the best.
That would be my superpower.
You turn shit to Skittles.
I turn shit to Skittles, that's my superpower.
Oh.
Now, the thing is, the reason why I want to do that...
Would you do that to Professor X's wheelchair just to fuck around? He falls to the ground covered in Skittles.
Yeah, I'm going to abuse a disabled person. No, I would do it to Wolverine just to see what would happen.
Whether his skeleton would turn to Skittles or he would.
And also because, he self-heals and shit. I want to see what happens.
I don't think... he can't heal from that because you've...
Will he come back to, a big Skittle monster?
Well, no, because there's no DNA in Skittles, so he's got nothing to regenerate from.
Oh, good. I can kill Wolverine.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Wait, so you're going to become an evil mutant. You're going to join Magneto and
sorry, does it have to be good?
I don't know, it sounds like it. It sounds like you're going to be one of the
I feel like I'm not...
So you're going to be one of the mutant supremacists?
No, I'm going to be, chaotic neutral.
What the fuck is that? Deadpool?
I mean, he's an anti-hero, I guess, isn't he?
But he definitely doesn't give a shit about doing good stuff.
He doesn't give a shit about doing bad stuff, though. Whereas I would do stuff just to sort of see what would happen. I'd be more curious about it than,
Are there any limitations? Could you go up to, the greatest skyscraper in New York, boop, and it turns to Skittles and everyone inside it plummets to the ground?
Oh, that's true. Does
it only work on people or anything?
I guess there would be sort of a maximum range to it. So only a certain amount. Oh, that would be it. How would you put on
clothes?
That would be it. That would be it. It's that the bigger the thing. So I have to be careful, right? The bigger the thing is, the more power it takes out of me, right? So I could touch a person, that'd be fine. But if I touch a fucking Statue of Liberty or Eiffel Tower, that would fuck me up.
Drains your life force or does age you or something?
Drain my life force, I guess. I don't really know.
So a weird sort of reverse Rogue.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I do I can't, yeah.
Okay, so...
Or I might have a useless power, to be able to impersonate anyone I want. So I would go to comedy clubs and do just loads of impressions of people, but I'd do them absolutely flawlessly, and then everyone would know that I'd be famous. I'm pretty selfish, but also pretty harmless, I think.
Yeah, this is where we find out every great impressionist is secretly a mutant with that power. What's his name? Kevin Spacey. He's an impressionist, isn't he? He can do really good impressions.
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of someone different.
At the Oscars, he did a great impression of Jack Nicholson and all that.
Kevin Spacey?
Yeah, the actor.
That I choose now to live as a gay male after I molested a 14-year-old.
There it is. What are we at? 24 minutes in, and we've our first.
Damn,
pedophile
something's
joke.
wrong. We haven't gone.
Still yet to mention. Didn't say it. Sorry for those playing the living and laughing drinking game. We've yet to mention that one thing yet that helps you take a shot.
Yes.
Don't give it to them.
No,
Make them earn it.
I'll make him earn it.
We'll say it, but you have to wait. We're not going to tell you when.
All right.
My question.
Oh.
What you got for
Oh,
me?
you kind of said it earlier, but not really. Okay, so your question. Okay, anyway. Your question. Right. If you had to fight one of the Avengers.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
I have to fight one of the Avengers.
Okay, so you're in the ring. You are sparring with an Avenger.
Is this like an octagon or a boxing ring?
I don't know. You're just having a spot. Like you can use whatever skills you know how to fight. You can use. You're having a fight with one of the Avengers.
Oh shit!
Right, but here's the thing. All right, it's from you can pick 3 from who you would most like to fight versus least want to fight.
Okay. I'm in a ring and all that sort of thing. I'm gonna.
Say you're.
Is this a fight to the death? Are we talking like a gladiator?
No. It's a spar. So imagine that you're doing the thing in Ragnarok where you're fighting.
Okay.
Like the Colosseum or whatever.
I think that was to the death. But...
Yeah, it was, but like this one isn't.
Okay, so obviously the first person I want to go for is Hawkeye, because I like to imagine he's not allowed his bow and arrow in the ring, right?
Oh no, he's allowed the shit that he's like.
Oh come on, he can't be in a ring with his bow. Okay, but
I didn't say you're gonna win, but like, who would you?
Even then, close range. I've got a zigzag. Pull what a fucking something Stark should have done, and do a zigzag so his arrow doesn't hit me. What was the Stark that fucking Ramsey shot with the arrow?
Oh, fucking Rickon.
Rickon. I'll pull a Rickon, what Rickon should have done, and zigzag. Hawkeye won't hit me, and I'll just fucking knock him out.
Okay.
I guess in the middle of that, I'll go with Captain America, because he's a bit like Superman, so I think to, protect my feelings, he'll let me get a few hits in, smile for the crowd, a bit like a professional, like a WWF wrestler. He'll make more of a show of it for fun.
And he can do it all day.
Yeah, he'll be really... oh, fuck you. Mm-hmm. He'll be really sporting about it. And then the least person I want to do is obviously the fucking Hulk. Because the Hulk, I'll do it. I'll start to work the belly. It'll be like in the Mortal Kombat movie where I'm Johnny Cage versus Goro. I'll work the stomach a little bit, do all this sort of things, and he'll just be standing there like a gnat is pissing on him. And then he'll just grab my leg and Loki me. Well, he'll just smash me from side to side to side, and then fling me in the atmos, and I'll die in space.
Okay, fair enough. Next question.
Right then, okay, I'm gonna whirl back and I'm gonna go to DC now. You can be any hero in the Justice League sidekick. Who are you gonna be? So you got Batman, you got Superman, you got Wonder Woman, you got Cyborg, you got Aquaman.
Superman's sidekick?
Well, that's the technically
or is it just me?
No, that technically is a Superboy, but it's just.
So I ain't gonna be Robin.
No. If you became Batman's sidekick, you'd have to be like the 4th Robin. You would have to be a Robin.
Okay, so I'm not going to do Batman.
Okay, whose sidekick are you going to be? Because you can't be your own hero if you're a sidekick.
Wonder Woman.
You're going to be Wonder Woman's sidekick. I'm then sensing a theme here, because remember, he wanted to be in Wonder Woman's wardrobe department. Why do you want to be Gal Gadot's sidekick, Rob?
Well, first of all, because I'm not going to be Robin. Second of all, Superboy, I've absolutely no idea what Superboy does or who he is.
He pretty much has Superman's powers in a way, but he wears a black shirt with a red symbol on it.
Okay, I might be Superboy then, because I like the colour black. But I hate that name, Superboy.
Well, you're a sidekick. Deal with it.
It sounds like the pet name that like a paedophile priest gives.
Well, what do you want?
A choir boy.
You can't be what? Superman squared. Like, what? You have to.
No, Superman cubed.
What's the other option? Like, Super Lad.
Super Lad.
Oh, that sounds like an absolute fuckboy.
No, that's even worse.
That's
super lad.
That's the name of the
worse,
superhero fuckboy.
God damn it, that sounds even worse.
Super lad.
I'm trying to think of the Justice League. I guess I couldn't really be Aquaman because I can't fucking.
If you're being his sidekick, you'll be able to breathe underwater.
Yeah, but I fucking
it'll
hate-
at least be feasible.
Yeah, but I don't want to fucking swim in the sea all the fucking time. Also, Jason Momoa is just going to make me feel really insecure, like 24/7.
I like to think, you'll work out a bit so that you can feel, worthy to be in the role, sort of thing. You think Wonder Woman's going to be any less merciful than fucking Aquaman?
Yeah.
Wonder Woman's a tough bitch.
Yeah.
She'll be savage to you if you're a fucking weakling as her sidekick.
Well,
Plus,
yeah.
you have a penis, and I'm not sure if Themyscira is happy about that.
Well, maybe not. But, it'll be a conversation starter.
What about Cyborg Psychic? Get some, mechanical augmentations and
Oh,
shit.
yeah, no, I'd be Cyborg Psychic, actually.
What part of you is going to be augmented, Rob?
Probably,
Here we go.
I guess, probably my abdomen.
You're going to have robo-abs.
Yeah.
Robo-abs.
Also,
Cup holders.
yeah, exactly. I'll have that. And then also my chest, because, whenever,
Robo-pecs.
Yeah, exactly. And also because, center mass of the human body, that's what you want to protect, right?
Right.
So, there is a tactical advantage to having that. So you'd be more protected in the, chest, abdomen area. Because that's, the biggest target on the human body.
So what? Your chests will open up panels and you'll shoot rockets out of your tits?
Yeah, I'll have titty guns. I'll have titty guns.
Your fucking chest pecs will open and out will come 2 fucking turrets. Like from the Matrix when he's on that helicopter. Like, your tits will open.
Yeah.
Like the fucking, what was it, Prostobots from Austin Powers, the fembots that shot their guns out of their nipples.
Exactly like that. Exactly like that.
And then you'll catch wind of Wonder Woman when she bends over to tie her shoelaces and your head will explode.
Yeah. I mean, that's one hell of a way to fucking die. I'm going to do that.
Cyborg Sidekick. Okay, fair enough. One more question each. What have you got for me?
Yeah, okay. Right. So, here we go.
Alright, got it.
You are currently a henchman
Ooh.
to a DC villain
DC.
that is not the Joker.
Okay.
Who are you henchmanning for?
So it can be any villain. So I could be a henchman for Lex Luthor as well. It's not just Batman.
Yeah, it's just DC, but it's not the Joker because everyone goes for the Joker, right?
I wouldn't want to be the Joker's henchman. He'd kill me for a laugh. He'd wake up in the morning and say,
Well,
why did the henchman walk into the room and just shoot me?
Well, at least he's consistent.
Yeah, but I'd like to choose a henchman job where, has the lowest mortality rate. Which pretty much nullifies any of Batman's because, I'm not going to do well fighting against Batman.
Well, no, but that's even worse though, isn't it? Because just beat the crap out of you. It's like, oh, well, kind of wish I was dead, right?
Well, none of the Justice League is allowed to kill me, so I guess...
Oh, yeah, but they can't, just beat the fucking shit out of you, though. See, he's not actually dead. He's just seriously injured.
Okay, I'll guess... It depends what I'm being a henchman for, because I imagine if I'm a henchman for Lex Luthor...
You're still on the payroll.
Yeah, he's paying me a lot of money.
Like you're on the payroll to do some sort of, kind of nefarious shit.
I imagine,
You're trying to make a little bit of money.
Batman villains, I imagine, will pay me minimum wage. Lex Luthor will probably have, because LexCorp will have a lot of benefits. LexCorp will have a dental plan, they'll have health insurance.
Yeah.
So that...
And
the
also
downside is I have to charge at fucking Superman with my fists up.
Oh yeah, because Lex Luthor gives you all that, he won't give you a gun. Not that would matter.
Yeah,
anyway,
because Lex isn't going to let me wear his mech suit to fight Superman,
also,
is he?
Yeah, it's like you're Lex Luthor. He's like fucking billionaire, he's like as rich as Bruce Wayne, isn't he?
Because that's the thing, a lot of...
It's like, so you motherfucker, you didn't create kryptonite bullets.
That's the thing. A lot of villains are really narcissistic and self-serving, so they're going to use me like cannon fodder. They're not going to give a shit whether I win or lose.
Yeah, I know, but I at least want to
I'm
give
to
them
buy
a
them a
try.
few seconds while they fucking escape.
I'd invent kryptonite bullets and shit.
Where am I going to find kryptonite?
I don't know. Krypton. I don't know.
Oh, great,
Where
yeah. I'll
did-
pop into
oh.
space where it blew up.
No, there's that animated Batman one with the Archer who has the kryptonite arrow.
Oh, that was the Dark Knight Returns. That was
Yeah.
Green Arrow. And it spent Bruce fucking
Oh,
years
shit.
manufacturing that.
Oh shit. The Archer, with the kryptonite arrow. Oh, Green Arrow. Oh, yeah. Again, okay.
To be fair to the guy, he shot that arrow with only one arm.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so I guess the
Not
only
bad.
logical decision is Lex Luthor, because Superman is going to have to really restrict himself while fighting me. So he'll put me in hospital, but that'll be it. Because he'll
Yeah,
be
he'd
like...
flick you in the nose, then you fly a mile. Like,
But again, imagine the hazard pay for Lex Luthor, though. He's making me fight Superman. I'm claiming... Have you had an accident or while working at work? Yes! I put that on a claim...
have you had an accident have you suffered an injury at work that wasn't your fault?
Yes. Imagine that, like I just run at Superman with a baseball bat and I get 20 grand in compensation from LexCorp.
I mean, fuck it, I'd do that, like, just anyway.
Well, that was the big theme in The Incredibles, the idea that you could sue a superhero for
Yeah.
damages while they were superheroing. Like,
Yeah, I fucking love that
I'd sue
thing.
Superman for first-degree assault.
Yeah, what's
Fake
that
an
thing?
injury.
What's that thing? It's like, I saved your life. You didn't save my life. You ruined my death.
Yeah, exactly. I'd take Superman for everything he's got.
That's such a good like satire as well. You didn't save my life. You ruined my death.
Pretty dark, really. I don't think that's meant to be a kid's film. I think The Incredibles relates more to adults, sort of thing.
Oh no, I think it does as well, and like even stuff like they got like stuff like when they're not allowed to sort of be superheroes and they're having arguments, they're living in that tiny house,
Well, that's
and
the
he's
thing,
working like this dead end job, and he knows he could be so much more, but he's not allowed to be because the government's
That is
fucking him.
aimed at adults. Everyone that dreamed of being more when they were young, but obviously grew up, had a family, and now find themselves
And
miserable.
also, like, he could be more, but he's being fucked by the government.
well, yeah, it
You know,
works really-
much like lots of people are, right?
That thing
you know?
that always confused me. The government said heroes have to go away. Why didn't heroes just said, "Fucking makers"? We
Yeah.
have superpowers.
Yeah. What are you gonna fucking do?
Okay, you don't want me solving crimes anymore. I'm
Yeah.
gonna destroy a building. To pull a Joker, I'm gonna... Every day you don't repeal this act, I'm gonna demolish a building. What are you bitches gonna do? I'm fucking Mr.
Yeah.
Incredible.
But then they wouldn't be like superheroes; they'd be super villains.
And whose fault is that?
The fucking government, boy.
I mean, fucking what was it? The black guy who was the most awesome guy, Frozone.
Yeah, Samuel
Yeah.
Jackson, man.
Where is my super suit? That is the best. I'm not going to quote the whole thing. That's the best line ever. He could have become Mr. Freeze. You don't like me as a hero?
I
Okay.
also fucking love that line as well. It's like, we're talking about the greater good, and his wife says, the greater good.
I'm your greater
I'm
good."
the greatest good you're ever gonna get. And I'm like, that is a fucking hilarious line.
Again, it's so relatable because so many wives are like, I don't care about your shit. I'm your world.
See, part of it as well, part of me wished that, like, after that, he would have said, like, yes.
Yeah. Well, that was the whole thing in the start of the film. They're bowling because they couldn't tell their wives what they were
Yeah.
actually because they get chewed out for it.
Yeah.
They had to. Yeah, we're going bowling, honey.
Yeah.
Because-
And I guess, like, I don't know, like, Frozone's wife, I don't think has superpowers. She's just his wife.
Oh no, obviously no.
But like if your wife is also a superhero, then you're like, fuck.
Well, sadly, now that we're talking about The Incredibles, I came across a post yesterday on Facebook that I'm really happy to share. It was the idea of Mrs. Incredible giving birth, because the idea that she can stretch herself. So technically, but you've got to pretend you're human because they had to go away, right? So while she was in hospital and all that, did she get a superhero doctor and stretch out her vagina to the size of a tent? And the doctor just walks in, picks up the baby and walks out.
Oh my god.
Because technically, in the film's context,
I think I shared that actually.
her stretching never causes her any pain. So childbirth was nothing to her. She could have stretched out her vagina to a 4-person tent. Doctor walks in, grabs the baby and just runs out like it's a rugby ball. to the end zone.
Fucking imagine. And also, like, what's weird is, like, so they have, like, superpowers. They're kids, right? They have superpowers.
Right.
But it's not, like, handed down. Like, there's no, like, genetics. It's just, like, they seem to have, like, these random superpowers.
I think it's like the X-Men theory.
But, like, you'd think that they'd have, like, because, like, mother and father, right? You'd think that, like, they'd have kind of similar superpowers to their parents, maybe?
Oh, like from Sky High, where the kid was both inherited super strength and flying.
I haven't seen that.
You never saw Sky High?
No.
Crucify him in the comments, everyone. It's actually a really funny superhero spoofy sort of film.
Is it?
Kids going to a superhero high school because all the parents are superheroes.
Oh, right.
And they each have their own powers sort of thing. And the main story kid he's like the son of the most famous superheroes in the world. One can fly, one has super strength, but he has no powers. And he's trying to hide it at first, and it's really funny.
I should watch that.
All the Disney films, Disney, fucking make a sequel of that.
I can't believe also, like, I can't believe that Disney made the fucking Minions movie when what they should have done.
Wait, isn't Minions Pixar and Despicable Me? No, is that DreamWorks?
They're owned by.
Wait, is it?
I don't fucking care. The point is that what should have happened is someone should have made an Edna Mode origin story. Not a fucking.
That could be
Minions
cool.
movie. That would have been fucking.
She doesn't need powers. Like,
Exactly.
imagine finding out how she got into the
how she
superhero
got into
business.
that shit. Like, that would have been the greatest thing ever, but no.
Where would you
gotta have minions because 40-year-old women exist on Facebook.
Where would you end that movie? At the moment when superheroes are banned and that's the end? Because we know what happens to her after that, after Mr. Incredible comes back.
I would end the movie with Mr. Incredible calling her and then it ends.
Making the appointment.
Yeah, making the appointment. I would end that shit there. That's where I'd end it.
And maybe the movie starts with her as like a 6-year-old seeing superheroes but then thinking that their outfits aren't very practical.
Yeah, exactly.
And that gets her into design.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be so cool. And also, she's so funny as well in that film. You know, like... I don't
know what voices her, but she does a great job.
Yeah. She's like... when... you know, he turns up at the door. He's like, "My God, you've gotten fat.
Come in, darling."
So, you're the best of the best, Steve. I know, darling.
Really reminds us of a teacher we had back in university.
Yeah, you don't fucking speak out of turn or just get fucked up. But again, it's like...
What nationality was Edna Mode meant to be? German? I get a German vibe from her.
Yeah.
Or Czechoslovakian or something like that. What she would have been like during the Cold War.
I mean, can you imagine that? Maybe she was... Oh, I don't know. She's definitely... I get the feeling like she could have been like a mad scientist that like went into fashion. But then she's also...
midget female Frankenstein.
I don't think she's a... I know she basically is a midget. She's really...
Well, to be honest, the animators drew her like that, but that might not necessarily... Because every person has their body type drew specifically.
Yeah, but I also love how she created a baby suit for
quick again disclosure. I still haven't seen the second Incredibles.
Well, no, it's in the first one, isn't it? When she's created the suit.
But I'm unaware of if the baby, what is it, Jackie Jack or whatever it is.
Jack, yeah.
Actually,
and they made a hilarious little skit called Jack's Revenge.
Oh, good.
It's like 10 minutes long. And it's in the special features of the first Incredibles DVD, and it is so funny because basically what it is it's like, you know, you had the babysitter. It's basically what the babysitter went through.
The one with the braces and that.
Yeah. It's basically what the babysitter went through while she was babysitting Jack, and it's so funny. And then it ends, funnily enough, when Syndrome, bad guy, knocks on the door.
Oh, right.
And it's great. It's a great line because he's like dressed up in his super suit, right? And she's like, "Oh, what does the S stand for?" I was like, sitter. Sitter because I wanted to have babysitter, but I couldn't have a bigger BS written on my chest. And I was like,
very good.
Again, because it's all more adult, isn't it?
That brings up another interesting question. Obviously, Jack had all of his abilities while he was a baby, right?
Yeah.
So here's an uncomfortable question. Could they have had their abilities happen before they were born? Like, imagine Violet making a force field as an unborn baby inside Mrs. Incredible.
Oh, yeah, but she can stretch.
That's the point, but again...
Or can you imagine Dash just fucking charging out of that?
Like, you feel the baby kicking, but kicking with super speed.
I mean, I don't know how the internals of a woman work.
Or, like, how
But how bad would that be?
Do you have to have your
My
powers
unborn?
born by a superhero? Like, was Mr. Incredible's mother a superhero? Or was she a
don't
normal
know.
woman and Mr. Incredible punched his way in birth?
Oh man, that is a question. You think, if they ever make an Incredible 3, that's what it's got to be like. It's got to be like meet the parents, or they like to see what they were like.
Actually, yeah, Mr. Incredible and Mrs. Incredible's parents, that could be some funny shit.
That could be hilarious.
And they don't know their kids have powers. Like, they manage, like X-Men, but they manage to hide it.
Oh, maybe.
But isn't that not... But to be fair, though, isn't that a fucking cliche that's been done to death? It could be done really well, but give it to someone that can write.
Yeah.
Like, make that subversion and turn it on its head. Like, the parents discover the powers and they just don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Or maybe they knew all along, but it's like the idea, like when you come out to your parents as gay and they're like, yeah, we already knew that.
Wasn't that sort of what a metaphor for X-Men was supposed to be or some shit?
Well, yeah, that's why the mutants develop the power when they're, like, adolescents or they hit puberty, because that's when you realise you're gay. It's all a metaphor for that.
Is that what it is?
Supposedly, yes.
That's kind of a cool metaphor, though, isn't
It really is. It's really
like,
empowering.
It's cool. Yeah, exactly, because it's like they're different, but it's like a power, isn't it?
Yeah, they're different.
what I mean?
Society shuns them, but they're still people and all that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's cool.
So that's all the questions, and we've got 15 minutes left.
Yeah, we got 15 minutes left. So.
I would like to introduce something we've done before. We'll do it this next podcast when we're not themed, but questions that you have to defend.
All right.
And this is one that you'll have to... I'll randomly choose whether you defend or you're opposed to this.
Okay.
Thanos would make a great babysitter. Defend it!
Okay, so does he have the Infinity Gauntlet?
No. He has the gauntlet, but he doesn't have all the stones.
Okay.
I'll give you, he has the Power Stone and the Reality Stone, but that's it.
Not that it matters, because he doesn't really need the gauntlet, but the fact that he's like fucking 8 feet tall, stacked and purple, you're gonna fucking do what he says, right? He's gonna keep your kids in line.
You've never babysitted a toddler, because they don't give a shit.
No, I did once.
So what's... How...
No, I didn't babysit a toddler. I haven't babysat anyone.
Okay, so...
But here's the thing.
How is he going to implement, like, time out?
Well, okay, so like...
Reality Stone! And they're in, like, fucking New Vegas or something.
Yeah. Or... because he's fucking giant purple and 8 feet tall... He's more than 8 feet tall. But whatever, he's fucking huge, right? He'd probably just scare the little fucker to death. Like,
That's not going to get him a good review. You can't picture him like at a suburban home, like the kids.
Oh,
like...
right, he wants a good review. I thought it was just like a one-off thing.
Yeah,
like...
Thanos is on like a babysitting service. He's doing some freelance work. It's one of those things where you review the sitter and he's on like a suburban American home. The kid's, let's say, 8 years old, but he's a bit of a boy. He's a boy and Thanos needs to get him to take his bath and go to bed, and he's allowed 2 Cokes from the refrigerator.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay, so first of all, Thanos could just pick him up, put him in the bath. Second of all...
Has he been DBS checked? No, sorry, CRB. Has he been CRB checked?
It's been DBS checked.
Because the way he handled his own children, throwing Gamora off a cliff, I don't know.
Well, assuming he's got the babysitter's job, unless he's just like a mate of whatever family that he's
imagine being friends with Thanos.
Or whatever.
Him on games night.
Okay, so assuming that he's passed the check, which, sort of says a lot more about the check than it does about
the bar for passing it.
It's like, aren't you that guy that did no? That was a terrible impression.
Right.
Can you imagine that? Are you the babysitter? I am inevitable.
No, the bit's like, I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed is inevitable. You will sleep. You have no choice.
Well, there we go.
Perfect. You wake up during the day, you sleep at night. Perfectly balanced, as all things must be.
Yeah, like when he's running the bath. Hot water and cold water.
Yeah. Even with his meals, like he feeds the kid dinner, like meat on one side, veg on the other, perfectly
Yeah, exactly.
balanced.
It's fucking
I
scares the
want
kid too
another
much.
dessert.
Maybe I treated you too harshly. Like,
Like vanilla ice cream on one side, chocolate on the other. That's your dessert. He perfectly balances everything. There should be a
There we
robot
go,
chicken
yeah.
of that.
there we go. You have made my argument for me. Everything he just said is imagine that I've said it.
Oh, shit! That is often the situations I state a question I wish was said to me. Right, what's your superhero themed arguments I
right,
have to either defend
superhero.
or denounce?
Themed argument.
You coughed all over my naked body though.
Well, yeah.
I have to state we're naked in
you were
every
looking.
podcast.
You were looking a bit dry, so I had to, leave it up.
Oh, there are drier places. But what's my question?
Okay. Okay. Right.
Oh shit! I don't like that grin on your face.
Bane
Ooh. Yes.
can beat Captain America in a fight. You are Team Bane.
Okay. Firstly, I need to ask which Bane,
Tom
we-
Hardy, the best one.
and I'm for this.
You're Team Bane, yeah.
Okay, the way Tom Hardy would absolutely demolish Captain America.
No, Bane, not Tom Hardy.
Yes, okay, the way Bane would absolutely demolish Tom Hardy. The way, fucking hell. The way Bane
The way Bane would demolish Tom Hardy.
for fuck's sake, would destroy Captain America is quite simply like Captain America is used to obviously fighting people mano a mano, but as we know, the Bane from the Dark Knight franchise was trained by the League of Assassins. Practicality and deception. You put Captain America in a
Isn't
dark
Captain America used to fighting people like way weaker than him though?
Yes, but remember, Bane has been trained like Batman, so we have to imagine like Bane has all of Batman's fighting skills, but he's stronger. So Bane would obviously know to go for Captain America's weak points. Like, Captain America has his shield, but while he's holding it up, Bane drops down, knocks out his knee, grabs the shield off him, flings it away, and then uses his mass to headbutt Captain America 50 times, killing him.
But doesn't Captain America have, like a vibranium shield and shit?
Yes, which is why he goes to every point of
Captain America knows like martial arts as well.
Yes, but Bane knows them better.
Also, if you're going from the first one, he's got a fucking pistol, he's got a gun.
Yes, but...
In that one, 2-second shot where he's walking out,
But remember, he's a fucking Boy Scout, so there's no way that fucking Captain America's gonna headshot Bane. And even if he tries, the mask is bulletproof. And that mask goes over the front of his forehead and all around his
What if
face.
he shots him in the eye?
Well, that'd be a really good shot, but even in that adrenaline-filled moments, Tom Hardy would push on forwards and for the 10 seconds he's alive, bite Captain America's throat out.
But Captain America... How could Bane bite Captain America's throat out? He's got a mask on.
Carefully. He'll rip it out either fucking way.
The one part of his body that is covered.
I think it's unfair for you to give Captain America a handgun when you see yourself save for 2 seconds in all of MCU. He has the shield. Bane is dodging the shield.
He's got a shield, but he's really fast though, Captain America.
So is Bane.
But Captain America's faster though. Running wise, Captain America's way faster. You see Infinity War when him and Black Panther are just charging towards the...
There were plenty of times
dude.
when someone's got the drop on him, and all Bane needs is that one chance.
But Batman, fucking Bruce Wayne, got fucked up by Bane, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but he's just a fucking normal dude. Whereas Captain America actually fights like gods and shit.
Oh, sorry, Batman fought Superman, who is basically a god.
Yeah, but he had a massive mech suit on.
Well, he had to, or he would have fucked up.
And also he got his feelings hurt because Superman said the M word.
Martha, you don't get to say that name. Only Kryptonians get to say that word. You can't say that.
You can't say the M word in front of people.
Hashtag cancel Wayne Corp.
Hashtag Wayne Enterprises is over.
OMG, Bruce Wayne just said Martha, which just like on Krypton, which is the symbol for hope, Martha is the Krypton's equivalent of that word for Kryptonians. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Can you imagine that shit? Batman is over party. I mean, Bruce Wayne is over party because no one knows who he is, apart from the Riddler, I think.
Don't worry, Batman will be fine, just as long as no one ever flies over to his private island.
I mean, it's okay, because Batman's, like, rich and...
Hey, get a documentary on Netflix, then.
What would it
Would
be
you
called?
say he's perhaps filthy rich? Hey!
I don't know yet. We'll have to see the documentary.
Right then, so there's my defense on why Bane would totally school Captain America. We have, 5 minutes left.
We have 5 minutes left. Okay.
Let's have the last argument.
Okay, it's the last argument. Okay, right.
Wait, it's my turn.
It is, yes, it is yours. That's what I was about to say, man.
And here's my thing.
Yep, there it is.
Wolverine... fuck's sake. Wolverine should completely kill Professor X and take over the X-Men. You are for this argument.
Okay.
Go.
So, yes, he should. Yes, he should, because, like, here's the thing, right? I'm offering...
Yeah, go on.
including
Defend the
people.
death of Patrick Stewart.
Right. I'm for Wolverine, right? We're not talking about Patrick Stewart, we're talking about Professor X, okay? Much like we're not talking about Tom Hardy, we're talking about Bane. So, no, he should, because, look, here's the thing.
Right.
When push comes to shove, you can push a guy a lot more easy if he's in a wheelchair. Now, maybe he can mind control you, but the point is, you can regenerate. No, wait, that's Doctor Who. But you can, like...
Well, technically,
rebuild.
remember, Wolverine is a little bit resistant to Professor X's things. That's why during Logan, he was able to move during, like, the mind seizure thing.
Yeah, exactly. So he's not necessarily subservient to mind control, right?
A lot of comic nerds will understand my hesitation in that answer.
Well, why?
Because technically, in the original story of Logan, it was Wolverine that killed all of the X-Men because he was mind controlled. He believed the Xavier School was under attack, and he fucking murdered all the attackers. Then found out he murdered all the X-Men. That was the original story of Logan.
Okay, well then, maybe... Okay, so he probably should also do that.
In my idea, okay, so why should he kill...
He fucking murdered Colossal?
Hmm?
How?
He's fucking Wolverine, and when you're committed enough, adamantium can pierce anything.
Okay, well, I feel like even if he shouldn't, he probably could anyway.
Wolverine could kill anyone, except maybe Magneto. Well, if Magneto's sleeping, Wolverine could probably do it.
Just sneak up on him. Well, then I feel like he could, but then I feel like he couldn't because, like, of what I've just learned.
Well, the point is, why would he kill Professor X? What lack of leadership means Wolverine's like, right, I'm taking over this shit. 3 minutes.
Because Professor X, like, is kind of getting old, man. Like maybe, you know, because, like, you know, if people get old, their minds aren't always what they used to be. So, like, maybe he gets, like, a bit to maybe he turns a bit mad kingy, and maybe he starts, you know, sort of wangling onto Magneto's side, and then Wolverine is like, man, like, we can't fucking let this shit happen, so I've got to, you know, go do it quickly. I mean, he doesn't have to, like, slice him in half, but, you know, just...
He's already paralysed. What's he going to do? Make him so he can't even move his arms?
I don't know, just the old pillow on the face, or...
For fuck's sake.
or something like that.
I like to think he'll struggle a bit, like he'll
like
use
to
his
think-
mind powers while you're smothering him.
But you just said that he, like... Wait, who's he mind controlled by when he killed all the people in the...
I genuinely cannot remember, but it was definitely an evil person.
Were they stronger than Professor X, mind
Oh,
control?
no. Professor
No,
X, as far as the X-Men is concerned, is the strongest
well, then I'd
telekinetic.
probably say that he'd have to have a really good reason to overcome the mind powers in order to be Professor X.
I won't lie, in terms of this argument, it's kind of up to you. It's kind of your responsibility to explain this reason.
I feel like I'm looking in a mirror now. Like I feel like despite the side I'm supposed to be on, I've kind of backed up your argument more than I've backed up mine.
For fuck's sake. Poor Professor X. He only ever wanted peace.
That's what they all say.
And how's Wolverine going to do, leading the X-Men now?
I mean,
giving orders to Cyclops and Storm.
It's definitely going to be more of like a kind of Spartan-esque kind of society. Oh no, wait, it's not, because he's dead.
Who?
Spoilers.
Logan.
Yeah.
That's only in the. I actually don't know what's going on with the X-Men timeline anymore, because Dark Phoenix didn't do too well, did it? The last X-Men movie they had was Dark Phoenix, Sophie Turner and all that.
I didn't see that. Last one, I saw Logan, although like that sort of... That could be a standalone film, I guess, like sort of like... Way, like,
It's amazing. But it was
that is a really good film.
It was more meant to be the end of the Hugh Jackman Wolverine.
Yeah, and
to open the door for a new era.
And, you know, I liked how... Because I found like the other X-Men movies... like very polished and stuff, whereas like Logan's very gritty.
And again, it's post-apocalypse sort of thing.
But even just like the sort of tone of the film.
The little girl Wolverine was awesome though. X-22? X-24, 23, anyway. But yeah, she was fucking...
No, but the whole tone of the film was, I think, it was way more sort of gritty, way more adult than...
Again, you could almost argue that even the ending was bittersweet. Because, yeah, the children were free, but they live in a world where they're the last mutants and the government will always be after them. And Wolverine is dead, the last X-Men.
Yeah, although, I mean, obviously it's very hard to do, like, a death scene for, you know, big characters that we all know. I mean, that being said, Tony Stark's death was, I think... you know, that's definitely one of note. But I found that sort of Logan's death, Jackman's death in Logan, as good as it was, harrowing to watch. But, you know, I don't know, like, I think in retrospect, because hindsight's 2020, I was all like, it's like the, he's dying, I don't know. I think it's like if you're gonna ask if you're gonna ask 100 people what death is more iconic, Tony Stark's or Wolverine's, you'd be like, or Logan, you'd be like, it's Tony Stark.
To be fair, again,
because he's got
Stark's had 9 movies leading up to his death. Logan had 0.
Yeah, but even so, he's got everyone knows that, and I'm Iron Man and the Snap. Everyone knows that, and people are gonna know that for years.
Well,
they
yeah.
are.
To be fair, one probably had a bigger budget than the other.
Maybe just a little bit. I don't know what the budget... I mean, obviously, Endgame had a massive budget. And also made its highest grossing film...
What was it? Probably 900 million, I'm guessing.
Oh, it was more...
In the billions.
I think it grossed the billions, no, it definitely did.
Wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, I remember trying to go and see Endgame a month after it came out, and it was still, there were queues to see it.
Do you remember when they did the re-release of it with the extra footage? Just to get everyone to go and see it again.
Did they actually know?
They did that. They re-released...
that must be on DVD, I guess.
Maybe, but it's sort of like the Ultimate Edition of Batman v Superman. They re-released Endgame in the theatres with this extra footage.
Really? Oh,
and it's only 2 minutes worth, and they managed to get everyone to go to the cinemas and pay to see it again.
That's the thing, that is because people, you can say, extra footage. People don't care. People want to see the shit, they want to see extra footage. Did you see it? You didn't see it.
Not the extra footage. I saw the original one, and personally, I felt they spent a bit too long moping over everyone being dead. That was for me a bit okay. The only reason for that is because I know they're gonna fix it. So when you spend a good half an hour of everyone being sad, you've wasted my time.
But I think also, like, Endgame was, like, an end of an era, isn't
Well, phase 3? Yeah, because they're going on to phase 4.
Okay, fine, but, like, it's going to be an end of an era, right? It's like...
Well, yeah, we're getting a new...
It's like when Revenge of the Sith finished, like that. Those were the films. Like, it was full circle, and, like, that was the end of the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Then we got the new trilogy.
Then we got the new trilogy. Yeah.
The Mary
sorry,
Sue trilogy.
Star Wars fans. We didn't mean to use that sort of language on this podcast,
No,
but
Star Wars fans hate the new trilogy. Star Wars fans now identify as hating Star Wars, even though they call themselves Star Wars fans. There's a weird oxymoron.
Do you know-
Anything Star Wars that comes out, Star Wars fans hate it.
do you know what they're called?
What?
The Fandom Menace.
Ah.
And that is poetic. That is romantic.
That needs to be the title of a Star Wars themed podcast.
No,
we
that's
do
what
one
they're called.
day.
Like, the people that are, like, the toxic, like, Star Wars fans, they're called the Fandom Menace.
Oh.
And I fucking... And the thing is, it's like the Star Wars... Like, if you're a massive Star Wars fan, and yeah, I get it. Like if you've been watching Star Wars, you're a massive fan of Star Wars, and you see them... Like, you see those new films, and it ruins it for you. It's like, I can get it, because, like, you've devoted a lot of time, you've devoted a lot of energy. Like, you love those films. And obviously, like, when you see stuff being ruined that you love, you're going to care about it. And I find that people that say, oh, why do you care? It's like, well, they care about it. And that's, so if you care about something, you're going to complain about it if it's bad. I get that. But I think it's sort of, there's a different sort of genre about caring about whether the film is bad, and then obviously because, you know, everything now has to be, like, political and shit. Like,
do you remember
there's
when
a difference between, you know, one and the other, I think.
Do you remember back when everyone thought the fourth Indiana Jones film was the worst thing that could ever happen to a franchise? Those were good days, weren't they? Oh my god, they've ruined Indiana Jones. Nothing will ever top this.
Yeah, do you remember?
For a franchise.
That was another fucking...
The good old days of ruining series, like Lethal Weapon 4 and that.
That was another funny thing I saw. It's like, do you remember back in January 2020 when the only problem we had was World War III?
Those were the good old days. Jeez.
That was fucking funny, though.
At this point, I've seen so many memes now of quoting the Cabin in the Woods guy who has the board of every worst disaster that can happen and said, who had this for 2020?
Oh, speaking of Cabin in the Woods, maybe a theme in the future, maybe a Halloween theme. You can talk about horror movies.
Absolutely. We and Rob are absolutely planning on a Halloween special coming at the end of October. So any early contributes to that, feel free to comment below.
Yeah.
We are going to definitely go over horror, our favourite horror tropes, perhaps some horror cliches that we don't like, that me and Rob have definitely argued over before. He knows what I mean.
And you will also find out what he means in the not too distant future.
In the meantime, we have now come to the end, guys. I hope you've enjoyed our little superhero banter back and forth. Your own favourite superheroes, your own favourite questions relating to them.
And your own favourite villains.
Mention it down below. We are happy to resurrect this again. Any questions, let us know. We are happy to answer. But Rob, what's going on now? What are they watching?
Well, they're not watching anything. They're probably listening.
True.
However, what they have been listening to is Laughing on a Prayer, and we will see you... No, we will speak to you, sexy, laughing on a prayers.
That's a worrying adjective. We don't know how old anyone's listening to us.
I mean, I put the not for kid. I click the not for kids tab when I upload the videos, but we will see.
Oh yes, because every kid that's gone on Pornhub and said they are over 18. Everyone was always over 18, weren't they?
No, people put on our podcast during sex so they can last longer. Anyway, we will see you, sexy, laughing.
Prairians. You laughing prairians. Prairie dogs.
In the next podcast. Until then, stay young, stay old.
Toodles.
Laughing on a